desktop one. Right. Right, let's go. Right, so hopefully we'll be streaming live very shortly. Right, so hopefully we'll be streaming live very shortly. Oh dear, I've got an echo. Where, what's gone on? There we are, I've got the echo off. Right, so I'm not sure how many we actually had in the room on the new screener session, but for people who are joining, then we can get cracked on. For people who are joining from the room, we'll do a quick overview of what happened there. So the DAX, I haven't had time, guys, to put the US daily edge on. We'll just have to use the daily edge from this morning, which from a forex perspective is knee long. Just have a look. No, there's not many people on after I've taught them to death. Of the 8 recommendations on forex, 7 of them set up, and all 7 won. And we're looking at Euro USD again for a second trade, and USD yen for a second trade on that one as well. So that good, quite good. We traded gold this morning, and gold is we've traded gold in the DAX. So the DAX this morning, we do have a closing gap here, which still has not closed, but we've hit our full profit targets here. So well done to everyone in the room who traded the DAX all the way up to here. The DAX is really onto the Santa rally, and as you know, it's the favourite to make the most money from November through to January. Made 10% bank last year, 10% in index size, a lot more in bank if you had traded it, and this year it is doing the same. It is running like a scalded rat, which is really, really nice. We opened up above Camarilla breakout long, so therefore the market is likely to keep going in the same direction, and it did, and it hit our target up here right into the 4-hour resistance and bounced off. But if it is running on a Friday, as you know, it will probably keep on running. I'll talk about these targets that we set yesterday. If I get time, we'll talk about the targets and how, the power of Fibonacci, how to preset all your targets from the early morning before they actually happen and hit. And if we get time, we'll go through all that. And but the targets again for today were hit. FTSE's come down, closed the gap, and it closed the gap. It first of all run up and just missed the target to the top side, which I wasn't involved in that. I can't claim to have made any money going up on there because it didn't take that. Failed to close the gap early doors and failed on some early morning gap trades there. But the market did come off. I did a reversal, a high reversal, and closed the gap, but I did not do it in the room, so it doesn't count. I did it personally, unrecorded, so it doesn't matter. But the gap has closed. Today what we're looking for is a 15-minute reversal on the FTSE, and we're looking for the same on the DAX to extend those trades, extend and make more money on here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put an alert there. We're going to before we go into the American market, we're going to have a little look into gold. Wow, right, so targets are all hit again. When did they hit? Bear with me, I'm just going to look at the history. I was hoping that was going to hit live. 1337. So that hit while we were doing the online session on screeners, guys. So yeah, so that was a nice trade. All right, yeah, good. And then ignore these. This is the Relentor bot mash in the market, and the Max Win bot, and the 2-2 Fracker bot. And these are going for much larger targets. We set the targets today at 4237. We've hit the targets. Setting off this morning, we've made some nice bank. Hopefully we were trying to get a 15-minute bar reversal, and I will talk about this setup in a minute for the guys that have not witnessed a 15-minute bar reverse, Fibonacci reverse, if it sets up. But what we're looking at here is a retrace on the American Open, American session. People will be shedding money here, shedding profit, I would think. Bots have already put stop to entry, so if the bots lose, they make money, and if they hit the full target, they make even more. One thing I will say for the guys that are running these bots, what I would do tonight is, if they're in profit, well, they're in profit now, bank your cash and then set them up, start them running again on Sunday evening before the market opens up again. So yeah, so I'm just gonna I'm looking up here because I've got screens all over the place, and I want to be able to see what people are saying, if they are saying anything. No, we've got a quiet crowd today, if you can call half a dozen people a crowd. Put that to one side. Where do I see people? Ah, right, here we are, spotted them all. Hi guys. So I can see everyone now. Good evening, Philippines. Oh, hello. First time I've had someone from the Philippines. And you're very welcome. In fact, I don't know why, I get quite on YouTube, I get a massive following from India and Japan. I'm not sure why, but a lot of followers in India and Japan.
Alert trigger. Alert trigger.
Right, Germany. We've got an alert triggered there.
Alert triggered. Alert triggered. Alert triggered.
Let's get that. Let's get that indicator off.
Alert triggered.
Before.
Alert triggered. Alert triggered. Alert triggered.
It's already. It's throwing a bluey on Germany for going up, but there we go. So gold, we want to pull back on gold. Let's get into the American market, because we're looking for gaps. And the reason I've not gone straight into the American market is because we haven't got a flipping gap trade today, which is annoying. So this is a closing gap here. Today's close cash market is here. And what we're looking to do is have a market inefficiency to trade it back to the gap. And it's not there. It's a bit annoying that we can't, when we go live, when we stream, we sometimes don't get that opportunity. It seems like the world's against us. What we're looking for here is an ATR move, and to find that ATR move, we need to open up the, right, so these are the screeners that we're doing, get the edge on. So what we're looking at here on the daily edge, let's move this up. Right. So we're looking really for a 30% ATR move away from the close, and that's 149 pips. We're absolutely nowhere close to that. So that's a shame that we can't do a gap trade on that. We're 20 odd points away, which is 75 points is a 15% ATR move, which is classed as a small impulsive move. But it's just too close. So we're looking for this market to officially close this gap. In the futures market, it did. It closed the gap. Closed the gap twice, actually. And let's have a look at the S&P. No big shakes on news, on PC data, but no doubt the YouTubers will be making a big deal of it. It's all flat, as expected. So I would think next week we're expecting interest rate cut on the American in America. NASDAQ. Let's have a look at, where's the S&P? There's the S&P. Hi Steve, me on M5. Oh, hiya Pep, trucking. You're trucking here. Keep your eyes on the screen. Have we got anyone in from Spain? No one's in from Spain. Lee's not Spain, is he? No. Right, so what we've got here is another gap here in a couple of minutes. You can see how the market has tried this. There's a gap here, there. So there's a closing gap from yesterday. And when we get the market that was placed all the way up here this morning at 8, there's a market inefficiency from there to there. And not many people understand gap trading or even understand there's pivots in the market. But for indices, if you don't know about cash pivots, daily pivots, Camarilla pivots, and you're absolutely trading blind, and you need to understand what all these do. The market maker's job, as you know, is to make sure you can match a buyer with a seller. And when you get a market, which is a cash market like this, which closes at 9 o'clock in the evening, and that's the close from last night, and you see all the way up here, the market's been trading. Well, here there is what's called an open gap, where cash has not been exchanged for the indices, for shares, and therefore it's a market inefficiency. So what tends to happen is that the market makers try and drive the sales back down to where the market finished last night, which is here, the close. So that's what has actually occurred here. The market pushed down, and then on the S&P, all the Mickey Longs. I don't know if Mickey Long's in. Hi Belinda. Hi B from Spain. The pivot boys will, as I call them, buy the pivot. Especially happens on the S&P 500, kind of alt style trade. If the market is trending long, then generally what people do is they will buy the daily pivot, and I'll put the stop under the swing low here, and I'll do that every day, and then just keep taking the money on the market rising. Quite an old lazy way of doing stuff, but it works on the S&P. The S&P goes up 52% of the time. If you pick the daily pivot every day and just keep buying it, then so long as you're trading with the trend, of course, then you're always going to be highly likely to be up quite regularly. So the market's open now, and there is no market inefficiency to actually trade here, which is unfortunate, because it'd be nice. The ATR on the S&P today is 10.40, and we'd want it at least 20 pips away for a 30% ATR move to come down to the close. But you can see this market. Is it going to come down? Well, look at that. It has to come all the way up to Camarilla breakout long. So my preference today, we've got a closing gap from the 30th of October, which seems to me as a reasonable target to have a crack at. We need to watch Camarilla breakout long. If we get a breakaway trade here on a 5-minute, then we will be looking at a fractal reverse of a fractal trade above Camarilla breakout long. That's what we were looking for. Oh, I've got these lovely pieces of warm or cold toast that I can chew a bit. Been talking forever this morning on the new screeners. I'll show you them in a minute. Did I bring across the analysis? USA rankings. So I've not even looked at this. This has just come out the GPT. It's telling you the most favourable. Oh no, it hasn't come across. It's still a third. So ignore that. Did I send them through? I have, but it's on the other machines. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We'll use the screeners. We already know from the daily edge of what's hot, what's not. So Here's it for people who don't know the Daily Edge. I keep talking about it. It's a document produced and we send out every morning at 7:30 GMT. It tells you whether the market's hot, risk on, risk not. Gives you lots of links in here to do further reading. Tells you all about summary highlights, what's happened overnight, and any reading you want behind that. Then goes into significant economic events and developments overnight and into for today's trading. And if you want to read further links, everything's cross-referenced here. Gives you the information for the day. Everything's pretty flat as expected. And then the core trades for the day, high probability trades, and what we're going to do. Close the gap, that's already happened. The target to the top side missed by a couple of pips, but we've still got time to crack that today. DAX 40 already, this gap remains open. Buy the dips and we smashed that target as well. Gold, smashed that target as well. Crude, waiting for that to sell off if indeed it does. Euro USD 1, USD Japani 1, and the other 8 silver 1, and the 7 out of 8 remaining, well, 7 out of 8 of these FX, 7 out of 8 won. The 8th one did not set up, and we're looking to double up on Euro USD and USD Japani today. If you want to get this, price of a cup of coffee a week, and you get an email to your doorstep, into your email box every morning with trades. And so this still maintains its winning streak since April. It's only failed once to have multiple wins every single day, once since April. It's just like having a professional over your shoulder. And it's sourced from over between 100 160 different sources every morning using AI technology. It then gets me, I then review it from a technical point of view and help the ranking and decide what's hot, what's not, and where all the targets are. So if you're interested in being a consistent trader, wanting to improve, then go to the website, get the Daily Edge. It will change the way you do things. Or just go on the website and read what people think about it, and then take your view. Hi peeps, that's Dave, isn't it? Hi. Right, so we're looking for a C-ball breakout on the S&P. I'm going to put an alert there. If and when we get that, we'll have a crack at that. The Dow, we only trade the Dow, to be honest, on the gaps and market inefficiencies, and the market has reached up and it's coming back down to close that gap, but the gap is not big enough to warrant us to actually do that. Let's go to the DAX, because that alert, remember, was screaming its head off, and that was an alert on a breakout of this fractal here. Now it's all but done its thing, which is a shame. It's nice to know our trading works, and that's great, but we've been trading live this morning. We've had a session at 1 o'clock through it'll just gone 2, and now we're doing this session again, about losing my voice. And can we do something with this? Probably, we probably can. The DAX does tend to have a rah-rah on a Friday afternoon, and the Santa rallies certainly took off since you can see we're around about here, end of. In fact, where is it? Best hidden secret in trading, my website. Is it? So here's my website. Oops. I don't want to. So this is what everyone thinks about what we do here. Pretty damn good. If I say myself, well, I'm not saying it myself. Everyone else is saying it. So, blog post. This is where I was getting diverted from. The Santa Claus rally. That's on my blog. If you hit the Santa Claus rally blog, it tells you all about the Santa Claus rally. It's still time to get on board. Still time to take advantage. Hi, South Africa. Hi. Thanks for coming. Read all about it. Tells you all about what to trade, what not to trade, what's the best. Last year was 10%, followed by NASDAQ 7, and the market is doing exactly what it's done. These stats are from a decade ago, and it's backed up by 50 years of research experience. Have a read of it. It's all there on the blog. You can watch the video. If you don't want to watch the video or read that, then you can hit the PDF and you get a free download. You don't have to put your any details in whatsoever. It's just yours for nothing. And if it's going to help you trade the Santa Rally and help you make some money, then great. All I would ask is give me a bit of feedback and tell me if you think if it was useful for you and you actually used it. Mad not to, but it's all free on the website. I've just started to do some blogs. And there's another one here, which is gold. Why is gold run? And it gives you a lot of research on gold, why it runs, why it's going to continue running, what are the rules if you want to know how gold goes up, what are the rules of it going up and going down, all the drivers. Then if you want to watch a video, it tells you all about it, all animated video. And then if you don't want to read the site, but just hit the download button, it then gives you the report on gold. It's only a brief overview. There's an awful lot more to this than meets the eye, but you will not go wrong if you follow these rules. And there we go. So that's on the website. So the daily edge is here. This is breaking news every day. If you're not convinced how the daily edge actually works, watch the video, and it goes through excruciating detail. It's about 5-6 minutes. It tells you how this all works. So you get reports every single day, and on a Sunday you get reports on the Magnificent 7, how to trade the Mag 7, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as well. And we're kind of doing really, really well on those as well. But I won't go into that into detail. And while you're on the website, there's a few of the bits and bobs you want to look at. If you want to know where the daily pivots are, there's all pivot information, fractal tools here. And if you want to be informed a little bit of what's going on, there's a free 15-minute strategy. Works really, really well. It's a basic strategy, but works about 85% of the time. And once you get to know how to do it in my trading room, it's significantly higher hit rate than that. Reasons why people fail from 30 million close trades on 100,000 traders. All hard data, how to stop blowing your bank up, which surprised not many people download that. Everyone's focused on making profit rather than keeping hold of money. And then the most important document is the least downloaded. It's only been downloaded 100 times or so. Emotional intelligence in trading, and that's the most important thing for trading. Strategies are easy. Controlling your emotions is the hard bit. Right. Do we want to continue on this breakaway trade? It's hard to get enthusiastic when you've already made bank out of it. If we can get a retrace back, then that would be good. But the real issue here is the DAX, once it gets a rah on, it usually doesn't stop. It usually doesn't stop. The call options that we've got on Germany are in the money again, which is very nice for January calls. So as that's going up, it's working its way through nicely. We've already looked at gold. We want to pull back on gold to be able to get in. We want to pull back on the FTSE to get in. 15-minute bar reversal on FTSE would be right. Well, this is interesting. A cam trade, guys, would be certainly of use today if we can get a cam trade on here on CBOS. Yeah, I would like to take that. I'll put an alert down here. If that sets up, then we'll front run CBOS. Other than that, 15-minute bar reversal. There are, right here, I'll just turn this off. 2 ring lows here, guys. A pair there and a pair there. All flat topped. Very nice indeed. Quickly check on the 1 hour. We're just bouncing off the 200 EMA. This would be picture perfect, wouldn't it? So we're day trading long on a 4 hour trend. 1 hour's been bounced. We could do a bit of dog walking or a 15-minute bar. We'd want the stop under this swing low, really, if you're dog walking. But let's just have a look at the daily ATR, the hourly ATR. It's 15 pips, the ATR at the moment. If we were putting a walk in the dog trade here above this Ikenashi bar, 15 pips would be the requirement if that clicked in, which I think looking at this price action, it's looking just a little bit tight. If we can crack this target at 97.39 today again, not again, because it wasn't reached before. It only came up to 93.38, and again, that was, I'm saying it should have been, that target should have been posted in here. Where's the FTSE? Oh, 97.33. All right, I forgot to move the other target, so it actually hit full target. Yeah, wow. Bugger. Sorry about that. So yeah, it did win. The reason I didn't know it won is because I wasn't tracking it. I shorted it from up here. But yeah, if you follow the daily edge, then well done. The 933 target was hit. That was a Fibonacci target, and I think I must have moved this up in our trading room to look at a run into C-ball camera breakout long. If you are going to, if you want to walk the dog, guys, then you're looking at a trade above here, and you need to be putting it under the 4 hour swing low, which is this mustard line here, which is below the 2-day low and the daily low of yesterday. So you're kind of looking at 32 pips, be looking for a 1-to-1. The market's already been up to 35, so you've got a 1-to-1 risk reward this afternoon with the data coming out from America, and we've got more data coming out in 14 minutes time, which is in Michigan consumer sentiment, and the sentiment is 51 before, and it's said to be 52. So yeah, so we'll see. This could provide support for the dollar. Ideally want the dollar to fall through the floor, and that will get gold running like a scalded rat going up. I'm just reading it now. It's saying here that they're forecasting it going up, so a higher reading will make the dollar bullish, which we don't want that to happen. From a trading point of view, don't really give a Scooby-Doo the actual effects, really. It's nothing you can do about them. From a trading perspective, would like to back gold, not the dollar. And if the dollar goes up, gold will go down. But anyway, right, so we're looking at 32 pips in here. I think what we'll do, because we've done really well today, we'll just wait for a 15-minute bar on that. If you want to trade this, does anyone in the room want to trade this? I'm just looking at the guys in the room. Silence.
No, I'm not going to today. I'm just being nosy.
Yeah. Right. Do I want to trade that? Not really. A 15. If I can get a 15-minute bar, then I'll trade the 15-minute bar. Right. We haven't looked at silver. We've tore a new one in silver, and I've been in silver again for the second time. And let's go and have a look at where we are with silver. I think that's heading for a new all-time high now. Right, we've got gold on a rah-rah. It's really pushing on gold, isn't it? I don't know whether we've in 12 minutes we got the consumer sentiment out, guys. In total, we're on the bots. We've got we've got 95 pips bagged on this, and we're right into a resistance. Do we want to turn these bots into normal trades, or do we want to take all the cash? But we don't want to be in the market with consumer sentiment released, because it's dollar. Gold's driven by dollar, and it'll go up highly in one place or out the other. If expectations are met, in other words, a consensus is met, then it won't really move. Is there anyone running bots at the moment, or have you cashed out? We're 101 points up, 103 points up now. Silence, no one's in. Right, well, I think I will take... the fracker, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll go into here. I'm going to turn some of these bots off, and that one will go. That one will go. And I will cash this one in as well. Cash that one in as well. And this bot that hasn't got a stop to entry, the Relentor bot, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change that into a normal trade. And you'll see this X go red. That means it's gone to a normal trade.
Alert triggered.
A normal
Alert
trade.
triggered. Alert triggered.
And now I'm going to
Alert
move
triggered.
this all the way up here.
Alert triggered.
Ready for
Alert triggered.
ready for the news.
Alert triggered. Alert triggered.
And we've got an
Alert
alert
triggered.
flying off, going daft at the
Alert
moment.
triggered.
Who's that?
Alert triggered.
US
Alert
500.
triggered.
So we've got US 500 running through C-ball. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that up here. For the guys on who were interested in looking at this other, get this other account up there. We've got 1200 up on gold here. I'm going to take the money out of gold here now and bank that as well. So that's our account with a few rupees on there. And now we're going to look at silver. That we want to be out the market on silver as well before this happens in the next 10 minutes. So let's go and see where we are with silver. Are we able to do anything? Yeah, I'm in twice in silver. And new all-time record.
Are you leaving that silver trade on, Steve?
Well, I'm in twice. I don't know whether to. I think what I'll do is just take the money. We're better off keep living for another day. 12 pips is not a lot on an ATR for silver. If we look at 1 hour ATR on silver, the spike could easily be 38 pips, which could destroy the trade because we've got a 37 pip stop. Do we want to take the risk? We don't want to take the risk. We want to manage our risk. The risk is the market will fly up and we will miss out on more profit, but profit is profit. And when you've got economic announcements, this is where the emotional intelligence comes, isn't it? If you can make your trade risk-free, make it risk-free. So what we can do, I'll take the bottom one off and bank the money as an exercise. Do we need to trade it? We've got 0.5% on the market here now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a stop to entry, and I'm going to take 0.5% off here. and bank that as well. And then we'll see if we get a spike up, and we can watch this live in 8 minutes time to see what happens with the consumer sentiment. So we cannot lose money on silver, and we can't lose money on gold. In fact, looks like gold reversed, and we got stopped out for profit. So we banked the money. When did that get stopped out? The last one got stopped out. Silver, spot silver, gold at 14.51. So ideally, we'll get a pullback on here. We'll get something strong on gold, strong on the dollar in 7 minutes time, which will make gold and silver pop down a wee bit. But there's a lot of support for gold at the moment, so and that could just pop back. Yeah, I will. Would that be long off CBOS? Yeah. Good. Right. Okay. Let's go back to long. Will that be long off CBOS? Right. Okay. Oh, I guess we're talking about FTSE there. Yeah. Long off CBOS. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Long of CBOS is a really good trade to take today. If we can get that, that would be great. Otherwise, it's a 15-minute bar. What we really want to be doing is doing our rupee collecting. Make sure that we are risk-free for the next 6 minutes. Just looking at where we're banking all our money. Spot silver's 11 points up. Euro USD, we're triggered in Euro USD, so we need to come out of that. Euro USD, these are all the screeners, the AI stuff, that's all working. There's 18 opportunities to trade. We'll go through that in a minute. Euro USD, bonk. We're going to take the money, bonk. Right, we'll take the profit on that. And the other one, USD Japani, I think I had a setup on USD Japani for the second time. And do you know what? I'm not sure whether we should leave that in. If we get a strong dollar, it's not going to cause us any problems at all. The market's just going to carry on going up. But if the PCE is not hit, if the market does not do as the expectations are, in other words, sentiment grow, that'll cause the dollar to come down, which will cause a mean reversal like this coming down here. So I'm kind of minded to leave it. In fact, what we'll do, we'll have a look at this when the news comes out in 5 minutes live. This is a 4:15 for people who have the 15-minute guide. This is the next version that we use, called a 4:15 reversal, and we have a comprehensive filter that filters out everything rapidly on where the 15-minute bar can be used. And now it then has a simplified version here. It gives us 16 different opportunities to have a look at, and for people who like a wider net cast that can use their ability a bit more, or the 4:15 reversal. These are all the opportunities that are here at the moment to actually trade, and all these auto screeners do all the work for us. We've just been doing, where is the volatility, a new filter today, which there it is. Traders, I've just coded a brand new AI filter that actually screens high volatility movements. That'd be quite interesting if we stick that up and see if it spots things straight away with the news. So for the guys that are in the room, this will be interesting for the guys that are in the room. So this is what we want to see, a cat 1. So that a category 1 is a 5-day ATR move, and we've had a 5-day ATR bull move on USD Japan. It'd be quite interesting how that reacts. So there's 11 opportunities there. Right, I'm just looking at the high-grade copper. Absolutely 633 point move, the high-grade copper today. And there we have it, 15-minute bar again on copper to have a crack. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to USD Japan, and we're going to have a look at how that spike actually works, how the market is going to react. What we want the market, if the market goes up, cancel this trade. If the sentiment is for a weak dollar, then we will get this trade on live. So here's the waiting for the news. Oops, what am I doing? What's happening here? Put it to one side. There we are. So we can see the market here, and we can see what's happening in 2 minutes here. So yeah, so we've got this filter. So the more I think about this, guys, the more a 5-day ATR move in 1 hour is probably the thing to look at, followed by a 5-day ATR move in a 4-hour period, and then a 30% ATR spike. That will throw up lots of live opportunities in any market at any time frame, anywhere in the world. And yeah, pretty powerful. And we'll align the 5-day ATR strategy for the indices at the Cat 1 level. I think it makes total sense to do that. Right. Would you want it to touch C-ball level? C-ball level, a front run C-ball by a pip. It doesn't actually have to touch it, just front run it by a pip. So we're having a look now. Who is ACGP 3K 3 kilowatt? I don't know, but yeah, obviously
triggered. Alert triggered.
Oh, get lost.
Alert triggered.
The FTSE.
Alert triggered. 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 Alert.
So that's a FTSE 15-minute bar. Right, so unfortunately, yeah, we've got PCE reading a little bit higher. So forecast 52, coming at 53.1. These are all secondary inflation expectations. Inflation coming down. 55, 51. Yeah, no big spikes there. Nothing to write home about. Market's not received that very well at all, has it? It's just dead. So no big spikes. That's a damp squib, hasn't it? The market's not moved from that data 1.5 minutes ago. So expectations have been met. This is steady state. If it's steady state, then really what we're looking at here, we're trading under the 1 hour 200 EMA. However, we are trading above the 4 hour EMA here. So what we're going to do is we do not have any trend material advantage. So leave this alone now. I've already made money out of it this morning. Let's have a look at what happened. I will come back to this and I'll show you a little bit if you're in. Is anyone interested in me going through those filters? The people in my room have already been through it to death. Not happening. Euro USD. No. There is absolutely nothing of a surprise. Everything's been hard baked, doesn't it? So No excitement, no fireworks. Again, same, no fireworks, no excitement on gold. So we will let, it should be the same for silver. Did we hit target, or was it a stop to entry? I'm not sure. We were stopped out for a pip, which is half a point. So I can't get too excited about that. I'm glad we took all the cash. Right, what we're going to do now. We've nothing of material to actually start screaming, screaming about live. So, yeah. This is all-time record high territory up here for silver. A pullback would be nice. Is it going to hit this target later tonight before the BRN? Big round number 59. Yeah, probably is. We had nothing to stop it running. There's nothing in its way. We just need a reason to be in, to get in. There is a 15-minute bar there, which is quite a... Can we get a 1-to-1 before it hits a new record high? It doesn't look like it, does it? No. We've already took a load out of silver anyway. There is a fractal setting up here. Just here, there's a fractal there. It will set up here. That level there. We're so close to that. It's not worth trading that unless we get a nice deep pullback. I'm just looking from 12 o'clock about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades, all 9 won. What can we do? We should see that going up. Yes, it has gone up, and it's hit that closing gap. Look at that, bang, straight on the nose from the 30th of October. The thing is, you can't trade everything at once. As long as we can extract the rupees wherever we go, that's all that counts. There's just opportunities in the market everywhere with the strategies that we use. And a pullback, a mean reversion back to C-ball would be great for a 15-minute bar or a 5-minute fractal. That would be okay today. As DAX moved off, I know the FTSE has been screaming its head off. Yeah, we've had that breakout of the DAX as well. This is a 4-hour resistance level, so if you can get a 5-minute fractal this afternoon, guys, and don't forget you can trade the DAX through at 7 o'clock tonight, a 5-minute fracker out of here would be good. FTSE should be a 15-minute bar setting up. There is the 15-minute bar. Here, setting up. If you were walking the dog with your stop, what was it? 13 pips, 14, it was 15 at the time, I think it was, wasn't it? Then you would have been triggered in here with your stop. I think I did say that was a bit too tight, didn't I? So you probably would have done that at 17 pips. You'd have been triggered in now, and your target would be somewhere here for a 1-to-1 risk reward. We didn't do it live, just identifying those various things that you can actually do. And there's a 1-to-1 risk reward roughly here with a 2 and a 2.5 to there. But 15-minute bar, guys, is the thing to trade on here. Don't do the 15-minute bar after 4 o'clock. It doesn't have enough time to move. We've got the American markets moving off, which will help pull the UK through. And if this bar in 7 minutes, I'll stay for another 7 minutes, then we'll watch and try and take a 15-minute bar reversal on the FTSE. Where's the DAX up here? FTSE. Right. Oh, that's a shame. Close positions. All right. 15-minute bars there. Has anyone been thinking in the room about the filter that we talked about, the 5-day ATR? On 1 hour setting and a 5-day ATR on 4 hour. Do you need anything more than those two in volatility, or are you interested in 30% ATR spikes? Anybody? I guess I'll leave that for people to think about over the weekend, because we've just highlighted that today, haven't we? Oh, this was, and this is the manual that comes with being able to use it all. Where did I put it? I think everyone's punch drunk, aren't they? With so we could have a Cat 1, which is a 5-day ATR in 1 hour, a Category 2, which would be a 5-day ATR move in 4 hours, and scalp. You know, if you get a 30% ATR spike, then that could be quite good as well. This is just a graphical illustration of the code. Yeah. Four minutes to go, and then we'll be on. Would like to have a pullback on gold. Would be nice. 4 minutes to go on here. So the blinding day, especially the morning with the. Is there anybody in the list in that's currently on the? Oh heck! Anyone on YouTube? I'll get my brain's pickled now with trading all day. Anyone on YouTube that is that actually uses the trading daily edge? Anyone that uses it? If anyone's interested and wants me to show them around about it, I find it difficult. Can't get my head around why people don't use it. I really can't. We use it every single day in the trading. If someone's interested in doing it, well, just do it for a month. Smash the button, try it, see what you think. If you're down south, it's only the cost of a pint. Ah dear. Come on, let's get this 2 minutes. If anyone is really interested in talking about the daily edge, let me know. I'll get in touch. I'll make contact details on YouTube anyway. Send me an email. I can take you through if you're scared of the shadows and want to learn how to come out the shadows and be consistent, then give us a shout. I've been using a daily edge for a few months now. Great. What do you think of it? Just be honest. It's hard when people, you can't. I've had a note from because I've gone to, now we've got quite a few followers. YouTube are going to be switching on the microphones for people in the list, so you don't have to just type soon. We'll be able to have two-way conversations, which would be pretty good. Yeah, that would be pretty good. But yeah, if you've got any views on the Daily Edge, it's got a slightly new tone to it, in that we look at providing more info on it and taking the links and putting these links in the bottom. So if you hit the link, it then takes you to the source data here. And if you want to read a little bit more, so as well as all this other information, all these different references will help you move around the sites and get more fair with what's going on in the world, and makes things a bit more concise. And then this is my diatribe of what we're going to do today. That's what happened yesterday, and hopefully help you learn, get me a bit more consistent in the market. Boom, 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 boom. All right, response. Excellent and very useful insight into the day's trading. Well, there you go. Thank you. Don't take my word for it. There's a user, one of the guys in YouTube is a user, and thinks it's brilliant. So I think you should have a crack. What's the worst can happen? You'll just be a little bit more informed. Thanks for the comments, Alan. Right, 6 seconds to go. Let's get stuck in and let's get some more money made. 6 seconds to go. 23.8. Call that 24. 26 pips, which is the breakout plus the spread plus 1 in case we get a double tap reversal. And we're going to go straight into that on a break of that bar. There we go. Job's a carrot. If we don't break out of that, then if we break the lows, then we'll cancel the trade. If we don't break the lows, then we'll carry on up. But we will close this trade at 4:30. Try and get a stop to entry on that. Let's have a little look. Before I go, I don't think anyone on YouTube will be interested on all the filters, all the AI screeners that I've been going through. For the guys in the room, give us your ideas on the 5-day ATR 1 hour. I'll rewrite the code for that, and we can start using that weapon in earnest next week. So just looking for a pullback on gold, looking for a pullback on silver, and silver will be going for the BRN 59 today. And yeah, a pullback on that would be nice to be able to get on board. I'm going to take all these colours off that you'll see on here. Painting, all this painting by colours, it just can I dunk? Where's it? Yeah, so here we are. Where are we? Volatility filter. Yeah, we've got it screen on the running on 3 minutes at the very moment. Yeah, so we've got, that's not the filter, that the filter is there. So we're looking at, it's a category 3, with category 1s are the most important ones to have a crack at. Category 3, bread and butter trading. But there's a cat one there which is just move. These are the ideal ones here to trade, but this market's just going on. Yeah, it is a bargain, Alan. Yeah. Do you know what? It's the age-old saying. You know, you can drag a trader to a trade, but you can't make him press the button. Take a you can take a horse to water, but it won't. You can't do it. It's crazy, crazy. When you've got a piece of information, even if it didn't have any trades on it, wouldn't it be good just to wake up every morning knowing exactly what's happened overnight, where it's happened, where the opportunities are, where all the little mines are that might blow your trades up? Not one does that. It actually finds you where all, using AI, using hundreds of sources of different correlations between Bloomberg, Reuters, Market Watch, you name it, hundreds, and gives you a completely different perspective on your trading. You don't have to go and find the news. The news is already there, and it's distilled into some high probability ideas. All you've got to do is choose which one you like and apply your strategy. It can't be any easier than that. It can't get any better than that, other than actually doing the trade for you. It just doesn't get any better than that. Do we have a 926 screener? Have you lost your voice, Paul?
Don't like to interrupt you when you're in the middle of your YouTube videos.
Oh, that never stops. Yeah, there we go. 926 cross. Do we have one? Yes. You've not downloaded it. Have you got your PRT issue sorted out yet?
No, not yet. I'm still talking with IG. Hopefully it'll be done next week.
Right, yeah. We do have a 926 filters, yes. I've only got 35 here. We've got 57. But let's just have a quick look.
Yeah, I've been reading about that strategy, and I thought I really like that one. And I was wondering, just because we were talking about screeners this morning, and my morning, and I thought it just made me think: do we actually have one for the 926 momentum strategy?
Yeah, I'll show you in the. Let's go into the learning center. So key trading information, pro real time, ITFs, screeners, bots, fibs, indicators, screeners, donk, 415 trio, frackers, dippers. It's a kind of magic. I said we'll go through that one next week on how to rip a new one in the market quickly. I'm just looking at here. There's so many different ones. The 926, yeah, there we are. The 926 is there. We can update that. And Luciano Screeners, our Italian friend.
Okay.
He had a special type of screener. He was special. He's a really nice guy. Luciano Milton. He's a baker from Italy, surprisingly with that name. So if you look, it should identify the screeners and the strategies. So look at the strategies. Is it a Q1 strategy? So a few strategies there. Q2s. There are 926. I don't know whether it actually mentions it on the actual strategy itself. Supporting videos, setting up the charts, taking profits, using the alert system. So yeah, that's got the screener alert system there, yeah. So yeah, the 926. In fact, there's two advanced ways of doing the 926. So I'll dig out the screeners on the advanced sessions as well for people who are interested in the 926, and that's great.
Cool. Thanks, Steve.
No worries. Right, well, I think I can feel my voice going now. Hopefully today's session's been of use. What I would say to people is get yourself on gold and especially silver today. Silver will be gold on a breakout of here. If you just move this out, you can see here we've got the 4-hour, 1 hour resistance on here, moving to the extended target of 42.61. There is nothing to stop gold continue going up. Nothing. The news is out. It's been consumed, and the market is continuing to trade. Look at the unbalanced volume. It's going up. Participants in the market are going up. They're going up and the buy-in. This is going to go higher. So I would say there's a fractal breakaway there, guys. There's a fracker there. I'll turn it on, I'll show you. There's a fractal. If you can get a 1-to-1 on that 5-minute fractal, then press the button. So we're here at the moment. We're under here 14 pips. You can see 14 pips. Not quite. I'm being pedantic because we've made money already. We don't want to give it away. But if you can see a 14 on 2%, can we actually just, can we do a cheeky one? We do need to stop under here. Can we just set this in lower? Can we set this into just get this cracked a bit lower? That will do the job. 0.5.
Order rejected.
IG won't let us do it, it's too close. But you can press the button now, I think. Let's have a look if you can press that button. I don't want to do it live when I'm misleading people with the stop. 14. Yeah, that'll do it. Hit the button. Hit the button, guys. Hit the button. There we are. We're in there. Silver 5-minute fracker. Oh, it's too flipping close. There's a fractal. That's where I predicted the fractal would be. Bingo. That's exactly what it was. And there's an all-time record high. We've already made money. Let's just keep the money in your pocket. Give gold a bit of a tickle, and it'll be all right. So, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I'll have my cold toast now. And we'll be on live on Tuesday. Quite interesting, live on Tuesday. Go and get the Daily Edge. You'll get the Edge, the Sunday Edge. If you get it now, you'll get the Sunday Edge with the Magnificent Seven and all the crypto news as well. And then you'll get it Monday, Friday, every day, ready to trade live, and give it a go. Any questions before I go?
All good, thanks, Steve.
No? Okay. All right, guys. Guys on YouTube, I'll see you all Tuesday if you're around. My guys, I'll see you all Monday morning. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you next week.